You don't leave, not because you don't see the truth, but because somewhere deep inside you, you've been trained to endure it. You feel it, don't you? That quiet tension in your chest when someone crosses a line, that subtle discomfort when your energy is drained, but you still stay polite. So you stay. You stay in relationships that slowly exhaust you. You stay in conversations that drain your mind. And the most dangerous part, you call it patience. You call it kindness. But here is the truth. The very thing that once helped you survive, your ability to tolerate everything, is now the thing destroying your peace. And this is where Marcus Aurelius offers a brutal reminder. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Because not everyone deserves access to your mind. What you're experiencing isn't weakness, it's conditioning. A deeply wired response, known in psychology as the fawning response. Instead of fighting, instead of leaving, you adapt, you please, you adjust yourself to maintain connection. Over time, your brain becomes trapped in hypervigilance, constantly scanning for tension, constantly trying to avoid conflict. And your default mode network begins looping the same thoughts. What if I upset them? What if they leave? You become emotionally responsible for everyone. And this is where the danger begins. Because as Marcus Aurelius reminded himself, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. If your thoughts are controlled by others, your peace is no longer yours. There is a silent exhaustion inside you, not physical, but emotional. You've sacrificed your truth just to keep people in your life. Again and again. You stayed quiet when you should have spoken. You tolerated what you should have walked away from. And slowly, you started disappearing. This is the cost no one talks about. You lose yourself while trying not to lose others. Marcus Aurelius understood this internal battle deeply. He wrote, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." But when you ignore this, you create a life that feels disconnected from who you really are. And the deepest fear behind all of this? It's not conflict, it's abandonment. This pattern follows you into adulthood. It becomes your identity. You might stay in toxic relationships too long, struggle to say no without guilt, over-explain yourself constantly, feel responsible for other people's emotions, avoid confrontation even when necessary, replay conversations in your mind for hours. You become someone who is always available, but rarely at peace. And here's the truth. These are not your personality traits. These are learned survival strategies. Marcus Aurelius approached life differently. He reminded himself, waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one, not for others, but for yourself. Which means living in alignment with your truth, even if it costs you relationships. Healing is not about becoming cold, it's about becoming clear. Clear about what you allow, clear about what you tolerate, and most importantly, clear about when to walk away. Because real strength is not loud, it is quiet. It doesn't argue, it doesn't chase. You might stay in toxic relationships too long, struggle to say no with guilt, over-explain yourself constantly, feel responsible for other people's emotions, avoid confrontation even when necessary, replay conversations in your mind for hours.
It simply withdraws. Marcus Aurelius practiced this kind of inner discipline. He focused not on controlling others, but on controlling himself. And that changes everything. Healing looks like setting boundaries without explaining, letting people misunderstand you, choosing silence over unnecessary conflict, walking away without guilt. This is where you reclaim your power. So if someone disturbs your peace, you don't need to fight them. You don't need to prove anything. You don't even need closure. You simply remove access, quietly, calmly, completely. Because at the end of the day, your life is shaped by what you allow. And as Marcus Aurelius showed through his life and writings, true power is not in controlling others, it is in mastering yourself. So choose peace, even if it means walking away alone. You are not losing people, you are losing what was costing you your peace.